Hey everyone, and today I'm going to be doing my August wrap-up. Now, a lot of these books I read during Booktube-A-Thon, and I wish I had done a more thorough recap of Booktube-A-Thon, but it didn't happen, so we're gonna let it go. So for this month, I've read a total of 11 books, which is pretty darn awesome if you ask me. I'm including this, but I can't exactly remember if I finished this last month or I finished it in the first few days of this month, and that is I Am Malala. I do believe I finished this in time for Booktube-A-Thon because I wanted to have like a clean slate, so I think I finished this like August 1st or August 2nd. I can't remember, but I'm including this in my wrap-up. I really liked it. It was my first memoir type book, and I do enjoy a good memoir. And then next we have my Booktube-A-Thon pile, which I'm gonna go quickly into it. The first challenge was read a book with blue in the cover, which I read The Body Finder by Kimberly Durding, and I really love this book. I love the way the love interest went into it and the power that Violet has. It's kind of like a synesthesia for finding dead people, which is pretty cool. Not that finding dead bodies is a cool thing, but just saying. Hopefully I will go more in detail of this. I plan on making a book review about it. The next one was read a book by an author with the same last name initial as you, and I read The Martian by Andy Weir, and can I just say I cannot wait for this movie to come out. I really want to see this movie because this was a phenomenal book. It was incredibly funny and entertaining, and I laughed a lot. Like, it was amazing. Definitely recommend this to anyone. The next book was read someone else's favorite book. This was Kristen from Cap89X on YouTube. I'll leave her link in the description below. This was her favorite book, and now this is my favorite book, and that is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This is my favorite book, and I had a friend who was sort of doing Booktube-A-Thon along with me, but like on her own, not through YouTube or whatever, and she texted me during the week. She's like, what's your favorite book? So when she asked me, I had already read this book this week, and I had said Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, so she went to the library and got it, and now this is her favorite book as well. She's recommending it to other people that she knows. So I'm spreading it along, Kristen. Your favorite book, my favorite book, now someone else's favorite book, and it's gonna be everyone's favorite book ever, because it's awesome. I heard it's going to be made into a movie, which I, suspected might happen in the future, and that it's going to be directed by Steven Spielberg, which in that case, yay, but don't screw it up. The next challenge was read a book without letting go of it, and for that challenge I read The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. It's fairly short. It also has blue in the cover, which, was for another challenge as well. It was so sad, the ending. Like, I did not expect that to happen. And I saw it was starting to happen, and I was like, are you shitting me? This is how this book ends? It's a middle grade book. I really love the cute little mispronunciations of Auschwitz and Hitler. No, not Hitler, the Fuhrer. It was the Fury and Out with. Yeah, this is definitely a nice book to read, even though the ending kind of made me go, I hadn't read this before Booktube-A-Thon, so I'm glad I picked it up. The next challenge was read a book you really want to read, and for that was Dune. So I started it during, this was the last book I started during Booktube-A-Thon. I only got like 136 pages into it, so I didn't finish it during Booktube-A-Thon, but I finished it in the week after Booktube-A-Thon. Like, it took me a week to finish it because it took me time, because it's a thick, huge ass book. But I did watch the movie directly after finishing this book, and the movie was kind of lame. They changed a lot of things, and I didn't like it. Nope. I like the book though. I'm definitely think I'm gonna continue on with the series because I did like the Children of Dune miniseries, even though I didn't like the movie so much anymore. But they did a really good job with that, so I want to continue on with like the Dune Messiah and Children of Dune. The other challenge was to read 7 books. So I didn't finish the read 7 books, but I read 6 officially. Was working on the 7th when midnight rolled around. But I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and I really enjoyed this. This was a good read. This was the first book I read for Booktube-A-Thon, and I really liked it a lot. I love the pictures, and the story was just awesome. Definitely want to pick up Hollow City in the near future, or sometime in the future. Whenever. The last book I picked up for Booktube-A-Thon is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I just love this book. This was really nicely done, and I definitely want to pick up this book again and reread it when it's not a Booktube-A-Thon or a read-a-thon or something. Definitely on my reread pile. I have a reread pile now. Books I would reread. This is one of them. The next book I picked up after I finished reading Dune was Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and this was kind of a miss for me this month. I really got bored with it. I did finish it, just to say I finished it, but I really wanted just to put it down and be like, yeah, I'm done with you. It just dragged a lot, and I really got bored with it. I will be doing a review on this because I want to talk about some of the reasons why I was bored with it. This next book I picked up, it is Ketchup Clouds by Annabelle Pritchard. This is a contemporary, and I really love the way that it was done. Basically, the girl in the book, Zoe, is writing letters to an inmate on death row in Texas, and she lives in England, talking about how she killed a boy, and just the whole story she tells through letters. It just goes through the whole story about what happened and just the things that happened. I really enjoyed this book. I read it in a couple of days, just because I started this while I was reading Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and then I finished Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and then I went back to this and read it in like a single sitting, so I did that. So that leaves the book that I'm currently reading, and there are a few more days in August left, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish reading this. It's only like the 25th of August when I'm recording this, and I'm reading An Abundance of Katherines by John Green. This is like the last John Green book I have not read. I've read Looking for Alaska, The Fault in Our Stars, and Paper Towns, and I just haven't picked up this book yet. I'm taking my time with it just because I haven't felt like reading in the last couple days. Kind of been a little reading slump ish. I think another reason why I haven't picked up this book is because the last John Green book I read was Paper Towns, and I didn't really like Paper Towns all that much. I don't know, sometimes young adult for me is hit and miss because I'm too much of a grown-up, I guess. Hi, Kayla from the future. Again, this is becoming a trend happening, but I just wanted to include this in my wrap-up, even though it's still not the end of August. But I finished Abundance of Katherines, and now I'm reading Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it before the end of August because I have like 2 days, and like it's really good. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to just power read it through in the next couple days. So include that in my books that I've read in the month of August. Hello, kitty. So this is Jonesy. So that is my book wrap-up for this month. I read a lot of books. I've put myself ahead of schedule by like 6 books, which is pretty awesome. So I have like less than 15 books to read by the end of the year to hit my 50 book mark. I hope I have another big huge reading month next month because I just want to continue the streak of reading a lot of books. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have read any of these books below, tell me what you thought, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!